here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So ball at the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew his third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Utes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll mirror the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. The back's got it.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Are in the red zone now. They're going to run it here. Got space, looking to score. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Utah.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Green. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Set to kick this one off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Utes will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first one of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. The Auburn offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Looking for some space. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They got him, but not before making first down yards to move the ball to the 41.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense takes the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Then they come up with something here. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
1st and 10 play coming up. We'll hand it off. solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Testing the right side here. Great cut there. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Utes are on the move here. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running pounding up quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a 1st down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here comes the handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Kicking team out for the PAT drive. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
And they'll take over first and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Quick throw to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
By the back. Gain of 21 on the play. First down for the offense.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Auburn 21, Utah 14.
And the Utes will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. They'll try the option play here. Doesn't even get the pitch up before they bring him to the ground.
Loses 4. Brings up third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Auburn getting set with a first and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. In the red area, it's Green. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They just keep feeding the running back the rock, and they cannot stop him. Another touchdown.
This running back is having a career game here today. You know, the defense, they've had the entire first half, halftime to try to come up with some adjustments. Nothing that they are coming up with is working. On this offense, continue to give this back more chances.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14.
That makes the score all up. 28, Utah 14.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense takes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread error over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They get him down, but that's a solid game. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He goes nowhere on third and short. I don't think he got it.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second and goal for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't quite make it. Forced out at the 2-yard line.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. So here we go, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to field it. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They bring them down to the 32-yard line.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Now it's second down here. On the run, it's Green. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks free. here, end zone ahead. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Daniel. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
6-9-1, flip it.
And they pick up the first on the ground. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense takes the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Utes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That pass is caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the completion made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
The Completion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They'll try to run for the first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fourth down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll ride the back again here. Fights through the tackler. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Handoff to the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.